country a year ago at Rutgers.
Yeah, he had almost 3 blocks a game, averaged 8 points, 10 boards, and 3 blocks a game. You would take that line from him every night for Alabama.
Yeah, and it was rim protection that really hurt Alabama a year ago, and they get that in a big way with Amore.
There's Nasir Cunningham.
And Nate Oates, he doesn't like it if you misses Holloway.
The game, 90 seconds in the back end.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think Nate Oates, Steve Forbes are all trying.
He couldn't get the 3 to go. Frederickson thought about pulling the trigger again from long distance, but instead dumps it off to Johnson, who turns it over. Now here's Holloway in the open court, and he lays it in for 2.
Now you go back a couple of years to Alabama's SEC regular season tournament championship team, and you had Mark Sears and Javon Quinterly playing a lot of minutes together. So Nate Oates has proven that he will play 2 point guards and can be effective in doing so.
Amore pulls down another board. And there is a 3 by Mo Diamante. Just as you talk about them not having to run plays through him, he drains a 3.
And Reed, as he continued to float in the air and throw it down.
LeBaron Philon, part of that talented Alabama recruiting class. And there is Aden Holloway with a 3.
Earning minutes here off the bench for Nate Oates.
Here is Holloway off the inbound and gets it back. And now Sears, an NBA 3. And it touches nothing but nylon.
Look like Mark Sears moves is leaving your best players on the floor. And I know this is exhibition, but it is hard to take Mark Sears out of the game.
There's 2 big guys going at it, Diamante and Abbas, and
good enough year as an Alabama fan to where he has a chance to go pro after 1 year.
Holloway dumps it off to Stevenson, and he'll get fouled this year for the Crimson Tide. Jaron Stevenson, the sophomore out of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. In the show, 60-53, the Crimson Tide leads it here at Bama and Bowell. Sold out crowd, enjoying a very entertaining game so far between the number 2 preseason team in the nation and one of the favorites in the ACC. And there's Mark Sears. You don't give him an open 3.
That is such a beautiful, well-executed play out of the timeout shooter. Well, guess what?
Guess what? Yeah.
I got good news for you. Nate Oates does not want you to take many mid-range shots, so Houston Millett, a guy that can really get it going from deep.
He does have 4 personal fouls here tonight, though, so he has to be careful or he will not see the end of this exhibition game on the floor. Still out there is Sears. Now resets the Crimson Tide offense off the pick from Holloway. Diabate thought about pulling the trigger. Now Holloway, a wide open 3, and he hammers it home. Stevenson.
Yeah, he's 5'11", gets 6'11", Stevenson.
It's a bit of a mismatch. And now Stevenson has it swatted away by Reed. And here comes Philon on the break. Doesn't have the numbers, takes it himself though. And Sears with the follow. There's another miss from the paint. Stevenson can't get it to go. Philon to Holloway. The 3 is good.
Love the effort by this Alabama team. 3 opportunities, not able to convert at the rim, but none are too serious. Should have everybody back.
Youngblood probably out the longest of that group. It looks like December before he is back. Here is Holloway with a nice feed to Sears. He's going to kick it back out to Philon. The 3 is good.
What makes Alabama so dangerous, either get out in transition. You got 4 and 5 shooters all over the floor that can get going.
Here's a takeaway by Holloway. Dumps it off to Sears, and there's that lay-in you've been looking for. 4:61. Alabama has turned it on here in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, all 5 guys.
Holloway from long range. He's feeling it right now.
All 5 guys on the floor right now have played over 20 minutes in this exhibition game. Cosby had 15 in a win against Ole Miss when he played for Alabama. Nobody expected that from him that day, and that was his one moment to help them get a W last year.
3 on the way from Holloway, and we talk about his green light. It never turns off, does it? Holloway to the basket. Nice floater high off the glass. And Aden Holloway has got 20 to lead all scorers. Chris drains a 3. Bama up 95-72 now. Here is Holloway with Sears off the floor. Holloway running the show here for the Crimson Tide. Now Millett with a 3, and he drains it. My goodness, it's just a barrage for the Crimson Tide from outside.
Now it looks like an exhibition game.
I mean, it's 19 made threes, though.